saying happy new month, and yeah, it's been a minute. I mentioned, if for those of you that follow me on Instagram, and I also did put it on my YouTube, I think community, like a short post, my vlogging camera actually broke, so I was unable to put out a vlog the week gone. I've got my new camera now, so starting again. I'm also kind of happy I was able to take that kind of week off from vlogging because my youngest wasn't feeling too well. She caught like a cold off Ali, so I've just been nursing my poorly baby. Yeah, so even going out to soft play and stuff hasn't really been possible because obviously you don't want to go there and spread germs because it's been really slow the last few days. I mentioned today it's going to be a chill day. My friend's coming around to do my hair. I did cut my hair off yesterday, which I'll get into another time, but yeah, I cut my hair. So anyway, I don't want to ramble. I'm gonna go and get ready. I'm sure you can feel the tired energy through the screen, but yeah, I'm gonna go get ready now. So see ya. Come, let me help you do it. Come, let mommy do it for you. Oh no, it's stuck. Let me do it for you. There we go. Good morning, guys. So Ali has left for work. The girls have had their breakfast. Today's gonna be chilled. I mentioned, sorry, I don't know why I'm shouting. I mentioned this morning I'm getting my hair done today. I'm actually getting my hair done today. My friend's coming to braid my hair. But the day before that, I cut my hair off. My friend was coming to braid my hair anyway. What is that? I don't know, between postpartum and just kind of like the stresses of life from last year, my hair was looking wild. Like, I'm not gonna put a picture up of what it looks like before I cut it because I'm too shy, if I'm honest. Like, I'm even too shy. But let's just say, like, it was giving Cynthia. It was giving Cynthia. Like, it was very much Cynthia vibes. But anyway, I'll insert a picture of me just after I cut my hair yesterday. So it is long enough to catch. I'm just gonna blow dry it out a bit and then my friend's gonna braid it for me. And then, like, hopefully I can just take my hair care seriously this year. Not that I wasn't last year, but it was just so much going on. But this year, I'm actually quite happy I cut it because it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to cut it since the end of last year, but I didn't end up cutting it because I had already booked, oh, careful. I had already booked an appointment to braid my hair with one of like these Instagram stylists, and I don't know, I just didn't want any problems, so I didn't cut my hair. But yeah, I've cut it now and I'm just so happy because I've been wanting to do it for a while, just to start again healthily. I know what I'm doing now in terms of managing natural hair. I think the girls have really kind of motivated me to understand natural hair and how that works, so I'm excited to implement that on my own hair. But yeah, that's it really. I've got my new camera set up, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the girls. Yeah, so this week, I'm not sure that there's going to be too much going on because Ellie's still recovering from a cold. So even like being out and about, we've not really been able to do that much because obviously you don't want to spread germs. But yeah, do you know what? I will catch up with you later at some point today, maybe whilst I'm getting my hair done. But yeah, I just need to entertain these children, just play some games and stuff, all of that good stuff, before Kimmy breaks my tripod. But yeah, let's go. All right, I'll catch up with you guys. Eating all up. Okay, let's give some to, should we give some to Bunny? You mixing. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. That's a full pot of food, isn't it? Let Dolly have some.
Where's Teddy? Where's Teddy? Where's Teddy?
Where's Teddy? Oh,
Go.
thank you.
Go.
Thank you so much.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm just about to start preparing dinner, and what I actually wanted to do, because I feel like I would found it helpful, is I actually want to start kind of doing maybe some type of series. I don't know whether I'll just film separate videos or do it within my vlogs. That's kind of like how do I describe it, like a lazy, not lazy, but kind of like lazy recipes, right, for tired mums or tired working women or men, whoever. If you're just tired, these recipes will be for you. I know for me, in this season of my life, I don't go in the kitchen as much as I did before having children, because I just don't have the time to be frying peppers for ayamache like I used to. Do you get what I'm saying? But today I'm making chicken pie, so I thought I would go ahead and kind of show you how simple and easy it is to make. Obviously, typically I would make my own pastry, but again, this is for the tired mums, working women, just tired somebody, my low iron babes, whoever you are, these recipes are for you. So today I'm going to start with my chicken pie, which is super quick and easy. You can just purchase puff pastry sheets, and honestly it cuts the cooking time by maybe an hour plus. So yeah, as I'm prepping that, I'm just going to set a camera up and just do my best to talk you through step by step how I prepare or make my homemade chicken pie. So what you'll need for this recipe, so yeah, you're going to need some chicken, some onions, some minced garlic. I use, again, because I am extra tired, I do not have time to be mincing garlic. I am using the frozen chopped garlic from Tesco and some frozen sliced mushrooms, which I'm actually going to blend. You do not have to blend it, that is optional, but I am going to blend it because obviously children and textured sometimes can be a bit weird, so I'm going to blend it. And then you'll also need 2 to 3 rolls of ready rolled, 2 to 3 packets of puff pastry. I'm using 3 because I'm making a bigger portion today. You will also need a pie dish, or I'm using just a normal baking dish because the pie dish that I have is not big enough for the portion that I'm making. And if you can hear a baby heavily breathing in the background, I'm actually baby wearing my youngest. She's got a bit of a cold. But yeah, I forgot to add, you also need some double cream as well to add in the pie. I feel lonely. So the chicken is done, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shred everything. You can also use roast chicken for this recipe, but I actually prefer the just the texture of chicken thighs. I prefer like the juiciness of it. I think like the roast can tend to be really dry, and I love a juicy pie. So I'm just going to shred all of this. So to the pan, I just heated up a bit of oil, and actually I've decided that I'm not using fresh onions. I'm just going to use frozen white onions because, again, this is a lazy recipe and I am extra tired. So I'm just adding some onions to the pan. Let that fry a bit, and I'm also going to add my minced garlic Again, they sell the frozen one, so it's just less work to do. Let that fry for a bit. I'm going to add my blended mushrooms. You don't have to blend the mushrooms. I'm just blending it because of the consistency. Obviously my 11-month-old eats with us as well, and I just don't want her to choke on large onion pieces. So I'm adding the mushrooms. Again, this is optional. You do not have to do this step. You can add in the mushrooms just diced. And now I'm going to add in my shredded chicken. Keeping it really simple. Gonna add some pink salt, or any salt that you've got at home. This is just the salt that I have. I'm just adding some. You just want to taste as you go. Just add a little bit more. Now I'm going to add some pepper as well. You can use white pepper, black pepper, whatever pepper you have at home. This is just what I have. I'm going to add some of that. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of white pepper too. And just mix that all in. Remember, the chicken is already cooked, so we don't need it to cook for too long in here. And then I'm also going to add in some of the double cream. So I've just added the cream in, as you can see. This part is optional. I'm also going to add some veg. Some mixed veg. And give that a nice little turn. So it tastes nice, but I'm just going to add a little bit more salt, because it needs some more salt. I'm just going to set this aside, and then we're going to do the pastry. Lay it over the side slightly, because I'm going to use the other one, because it's not long enough to cover the whole dish. And I like my pie to fold over, and I also like my pie at the bottom. I know there's a lot of recipes where you just cover the top with pastry, but I like mine all the way through. And line it again across. Yeah. Like this. I'm gonna add in my chicken rubber. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cover the top and then roll around the edges.
Yeah, that's how my mum got my eldest brother in the country.
Baby, you are proper telling your business in my vlog, you know.
Oh God.
Sorry. Through the just kind of fork down the sides, like so quick. And that's that really. And then I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 25 minutes, and then we are good to go for dinner.
Oh, so yeah, because I had to, because people wanted to know where I went, because I had a membership group where people were paying money. You let me know what you think. I want a full feedback. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Really nice.
Why are you being shy for?
I don't know how to act. It's popping. You should sell it. I'm sorry.
It's really not a mega.
Go true.
like I need to go back and watch this from the beginning again. That's not the police. So they're actually trying to kill her for real. They said them nicely. Whoa! Wow. But why though? Because she knows that she's too close to the truth.
And he described the two.
I've been doing really well here, and the Rotary Club, as well as the sports, last week.
Hi guys, so it's like past 2 now. Finished getting my braids done. Scylla just left literally like 5 minutes ago. Good night. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I did not wake up for my devotion this morning. Like, I remember looking at my alarm and seeing it going off about just before 6:30, but then by the time I opened my eyes properly, it was past 8 in the morning. So yeah, this morning's devotion, I won't even lie, it did not happen. Like, I've been like kind of praying on the go, so I think I'll probably catch up on my devotion when Ellie has had her first nap, or probably when the girls have their afternoon nap together. So yeah, I'll probably do that, because yeah, where I finished my hair like really late last night, like I think I slept at about, if I'm completely honest, I think I slept at about 4, even though Scylla was done by like 2:30ish, I slept at 4. But yeah, I'm just tired, and I think one thing that I've really been struggling with, especially in the last like week or 2, that I had no idea would come with motherhood, is that overstimulation. Like, just being that feeling of like overstimulation, where obviously like you're kind of touched out, like, you know, you've got children now constantly grabbing at you, and you know, just that lack of noise control. Yeah, so I'm definitely really overstimulated, and what comes with like overstimulation for me anyway is like irritability, and I think that's where the struggle comes in, because I have to exercise like so much self-control in not taking out that kind of frustration and irritability that I have on, you know, the girls. It's really, really difficult, because where I want to scream, literally, leave me alone, I'm just kind of like, oh babies, mommy's tired. But in my head I'm like, hey God, oh, somebody can't even be again in peace. I just want to eat my food. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just tired, and then I feel like in the evenings when Ali gets home from work, he's just got an irritated version of me sometimes. So it's just kind of like, you know, really asking God to like empower me and strengthen me in this season, because it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, like it's a lot, especially where Kimia has reached like the toddler stage, where we're like having conversations now, and she's a lot more vocal, and obviously exercising her own will a lot more. I'm not gonna lie, like that stage is annoying. Like, if I'm completely honest, I feel like babies between the age of 0 to like 15, 16 months are like in that, oh my gosh, so cute. Well, for me anyway, once a child starts to be like 2, like they become very annoying. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they become very annoying, and apparently it gets even more annoying. So I mean, it's exciting at the same time. I won't lie, like just seeing like, especially Kimia come up with new things, like the things she comes up with sometimes, I'm like, where did you learn that? She's so funny. But yeah, I just feel like with the toddler stage comes a level of like just annoyingness. Like, you are just so annoying, like leave me alone. But obviously I cannot and I will not use that language to communicate with my children. So it's that constant conflict of feeling away, like, oh my gosh, I just want my space, be quiet, you're just being annoying. And then outwardly like outwardly having to exercise that self-control in being gentle, in being kind, you know, just kind of exercise and instill those fruits of the spirit to like your children now when they're being genuinely annoying. Like that's difficult, and I'm just overstimulated. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm tired. As I'm sitting here, it's like I can't even, you know. Oh, you know what I mean? Like somebody always wants to be climbing on my head. And obviously, like motherhood is such a blessing. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me in my whole life. Like it is. I feel like my life has new meaning now. But this is just my reality as well. As beautiful as this season is, as beautiful as being a mother is, and you know, God really going above and beyond for me with those desires, it's still very exhausting. And I think as well, because my children are so close in age, I feel like the last 2 years plus has just been, I feel like my body's just tired because like, you know, I've literally been pregnant every single year since 2018. So I feel like even hormonally, I didn't really get to catch much of a break. And I'm just tired, like I'm just so like tired, and yeah, I'm just tired. I feel like it was a lot easier for me when the girls were younger, but yeah, like I said, well, now that they're especially now my youngest is 11 months, so she's delving into the realm of toddler. I feel like for me it has become more difficult the older the girls are. Like Kimia is now starting to resist having her second nap. But yeah, I just feel like for me it's become like a bit more difficult the older they've gotten, because I won't lie, like when I gave birth to Ellie, and that transition from 1 to 2, although difficult because of like the sleep deprivation, I genuinely found it like kind of like a walk in the park. And I remember thinking like, God, this is a bit too easy. And then one day the toddler just entered the chat, and then it was just chaos from there. But yeah, I have my days. Overall, yeah, I think having a routine definitely helps and makes my life that much more easier. But then there's just times when no matter how much you stick to routine, no matter how much things are in place, tiredness is tiredness, overwhelm is overwhelm, overstimulation is overstimulation, and there's just nothing one can do about it. Just have to go with the flow. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have a nap when the girls sleep this afternoon. Like I said, I think I mentioned yesterday, like, today does not have any structure to it. I need to go and make my coffee because I've not had my morning coffee yet. And yeah, I'll catch up with you at some point today. Hi guys, so I've just finished my devotion. The girls are sleeping, it's just gone 3 o'clock. The girls are still sleeping. Done a bit of cleaning, did my devotion. And then I'm gonna have my lunch soon, which was yesterday's pie that I cooked. chicken pie. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly just talk about devotion in general and what that looks like for me in this season. So I had gotten a lot of messages in the last few weeks with regards to devotion, and hopefully eventually I can kind of share how I do my devotion. A few people had messaged me and kind of like how, oh my gosh, you know, you wake up early to do your devotion, like how and kind of stuff. And if I'm completely honest, this is not something that I had always done. Like, I'm not a morning person at all. I feel like it's just it's more so recently, within the last few months, where I've really been intentionally committed to meeting with God early in the morning. And the reason being is because I had to be kind of realistic with myself, and you know, I would, and there's nothing wrong with it, but typically my devotion would not, there wasn't much structure, and I think that's okay, like especially with like for example, if you're a new mum, you've just given birth, like there's sleep deprivation. Like I would have my devotion maybe as I'm breastfeeding, or you know, or just any moment that I could in the shower, whilst I'm washing up, any time that I can to meet with God. And still, I think those still apply, because the Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. So I still think it's okay to do those things, you know, throughout the day. I still do it even outside of my devotion. But in terms of like waking up early in the morning, that's not something that I did before. Like the children used to be my alarm. Like I will literally stumble into my day, and I found with the stumbling into my day, because I had not prepared myself spiritually, anything, like I've not prepared myself spiritually, not even mentally, because I've just literally stumbled into the day. I found that those days were the days that were often filled with the most overwhelm, filled with the most kind of idleness with my time, and you know, yeah, I would not get up early at all before. And I really do think that there is great, obviously if it's possible for you, you know, in your schedule, like I would recommend waking up early to pray, even if that means maybe going to bed a bit earlier, because I know I struggled with waking up early in the morning, because I literally am low-key nocturnal. Like I sleep so late. So I've had to kind of even commit that to God. But I think since being a stay-at-home mum, I've kind of had to find my bearings over time and kind of allow myself to settle in what motherhood looks like for me. And yeah, like I was saying, typically I would literally roll out of bed at about 8:30, and my alarm would be the girls waking up. And I don't personally think there's anything wrong with that structure, but for me, I felt like the way my day would start based off of that structure was not productive for me personally, because I feel like, especially as mums, we spend a lot of our time being very busy, whether that you are going into work or you're busy at home, and obviously you're now mothering children, in my case small children. And I found that it's very important to have time for self, because I feel like that time for self is very far and few, like it's very scarce. And getting up in the morning early to meet with God is kind of my time, where I don't have to rush into my day. It starts slow, you know, I can take my time with praying and reading. I don't have to rush, and you know, I can, you know, just kind of wait and listen for how God, it's just such a nice way to start the day. So I'd really encourage you, if you are able to, you know, just challenge yourself. And your early could look different to mine, you know. Your early could be getting up at 7:30, or, you know, I'm not saying you have to start doing, oh, my 5 a.m. morning routine, you know. Those things are not always necessary I cannot imagine why I would need to wake up at 5 in the morning. Definitely encourage, if you're not already, to just kind of be more intentional with just kind of meeting with God, especially if you are a new mum or a seasoned mum. You know, it's so necessary, because I remember when I was single, those are some of the best devotions I'd ever had as a single person. Like, my devotion with God, uninterrupted, and oh my gosh, because I had so much more extra time on my hands. But I feel like I didn't have to be as intentional as I am now, because I had the time, I had just kind of the freedom to, you know, manage my days as and when and how I wanted to. But I feel like in this season of especially motherhood, in the early years of children, like my children are 2 and under, it's quite difficult to find the time, especially because I am a stay-at-home mum. Like, my life and my schedule literally revolves around the girls. Like, you know, I know throughout the day times, like for example when they're sleeping in the afternoon, I know, okay, I've got about 2 hours or so to do this, do that, blah 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 blah, and I have to be very what's the word I'm looking for? I have to make sure that I'm not being idle with my time, and I'm being very productive with my time, you know, because if left to me, I will watch Real Housewives of Potomac from morning till night, and then nothing gets done at home. And, you know, it's just where those things are. I do think there's obviously a balance. I'm not saying it's wrong to indulge in things that you enjoy, but I think balance is very important. And yeah, time should be spread out evenly, or it should be distributed evenly in terms of like being productive, and obviously finding time to immerse oneself in the things of God. Yeah, so I'm even reminded of a scripture, Ephesians 5:15 to 17. So it says, "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is." So for me, that was like, I remember reading that a few years ago actually, and being really challenged. So, you know, like the Bible, you know, tells us to be mindful of how we spend our time. And, you know, I'm one for often choosing or wanting to choose, you know, time to indulge, whether that is spending hours on TikTok, that one, yeah. That TikTok is dangerous. You go on there for 5 minutes, before you know it, you've been for 5 hours. But yeah, so even now, I have to be very intentional, like even how I manage my time on my phone. So I try not to, for example with social media, I try not to come online until like after midday. So I literally try, that's the goal, that's the aim daily, to not be on any social media until after midday. And even with that, still limiting how much time I spend on these apps, because for me personally it's like a dark hole. Like, you start off, you know, oh, you look cute, like tap tap tap, then before you know it, like I've just been on there for hours. And yeah, I'm trying to be more mindful in this season, like how I spend my time, especially because my children are watching me. Like, Kimia is watching me, and I don't want her to grow always seeing me like on my phone, like all the time, or like all the habits that I have in the home. Like, and her sister, obviously they're going to pay attention to me and how I, you know, walk as a Christian, as a mother, as a wife. So I've been super mindful of that, especially recently. Just kind of like the example that I'm setting before them. And you know, like that's my desire. Like my children, our children see a habit of prayer in the home, so they grow to know, okay, we pray. And you know, I can't expect, you know, I can't desire and expect them to have a lifestyle that me myself am not leading in, you know. So as the example rather. So yeah, I'm just being very mindful, because I know obviously other than God watching me, like my children are also looking at me as well. So yeah, anyway, I am so tired. I did want to have a nap, but I don't think I'm gonna have time because I need to make dinner, and I also need to have my lunch first. So for dinner I'm making stew chicken, but I'm not gonna show that recipe because that's not a lazy recipe. Yeah, so I'm making stew chicken for dinner. I don't know what time I'll start making that, maybe 4ish, 4:30. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm so sorry, yawning like a mannerless person. I'm so tired, I'm just so tired. But yes, I will catch up with you. Actually, I don't know if I'll catch up with you guys tonight because I do have a therapy session this evening. Yeah, so I'm not sure actually that I'll catch up with you tonight. So I'll probably end the vlog here actually. See you later. Bye. Morning guys, so I've done my devotion, showered, the girls are still sleeping, just having my morning latte, and Annie's just about to leave for work. I'm upset. So the girls are sleeping. I've had my lunch. So yeah, now I'm going to like do my unboxing. I don't know why I'm just so gassed, because I don't know, I like watching unboxing. So yeah, I think I'm more excited for the stuff that I've got because there's still a few things that I'm waiting for in the post, but it's just long to wait for everything to arrive. Most of the stuff that I ordered arrived yesterday and today. So yeah, how I even got to the point where I wanted to unbox was when I was opening it. So I love watching, who's her name again? I can't remember, but there's a YouTuber that I love watching, and she was doing an unboxing, and I was watching her whilst one of my packages arrived that I'd already started opening. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, why don't you just film an unboxing? So I'm going to do that, and yeah, it will be my first unboxing, so that should be fun. Okay, okay, I'm going to start off with this one. I think this is one of the ones that I'm most excited about. So, yay, finally! It's not in the shop, is it? This is the most anesthetical way of opening a box. Oh my god! guys. I got my Breville One Touch, One House, or what's it called? Oh, I got the Breville One Touch Coffee House. I've been wanting this for a while actually, and I was torn between this one and the Breville Barista one. I think it's called the Barista, but I was torn between the two of them, but I ended up going with this one because it's just a lot more straightforward, and it's got the milk frother, like automatic milk frother in it as well. So I just thought, you know, because of my lifestyle and how busy I am as a mum, it's just easy to just press and it's done, as opposed to, you know, steaming the milk myself and all of that stuff. But anyway, I don't want to bore you with that, so I'm really happy about that one. And then I also ordered some coffee beans. I think maybe I should bring this forward a bit. And then I also ordered some coffee beans, and I got this from Grind. I'd actually seen them on social media for a while, and if I'm honest, the only reason I kind of really wanted to try the coffee is because it's all pink and it looked cute. But I'd seen their account for a while. That smells beautiful. That smells so nice. So I did do a monthly subscription because it just works out cheaper. I think it's like £13 every 3 or 4 weeks, and they send you out new coffee beans. But I got the already ground beans because I don't have a coffee grinder. So I've got the beans already ground, and it's just so nice. I've got 2 different editions. So I've got their what's the word I'm looking for? That smells so nice. I got their I got their signature house blend, and then I also got their Miranda edition. Apparently coffee from Miranda is meant to be really, really good, but I got an email actually that I think they're discontinuing this one, and their coffee, their other edition is going to be from another country. I feel like it was, I don't know, Colombia or something. I'm not sure, but anyway, came with these 2 and also a tin. I don't know if I'm actually going to use their tin, but I don't know, we'll see. And they also do coffee pods as well, in case you've got like a coffee pod machine as opposed to a bean to cup or one. But yeah, they also do the pods as well. So the next one that I'm actually been waiting for a while, not a while actually, I've been wanting to try is, remember how I said the other day, Kimia, go to sleep. She's at the age where she's resisting her second nap now, but I'm not ready for her to drop it yet. And obviously it's hard for her sister because they share a room. Her sister just wants to sleep, and Kimia's up, like climbing into her sister's bed and all of that stuff. But anyway, remember how I was saying I lost my hair? A lot of it. I've been wanting to actually try collagen for a while, and someone actually recommended that this is, I've been seeing this one for a while, Dose & Co, but I wasn't sure if it actually worked, and someone I know actually recommended that it's quite good, but she said I should get the peptide. She said I should get the peptide one. So I've got the peptides. This one is unflavoured, and it's meant to be really good for your hair, skin and nails. So it says improves skin elasticity and decreases the appearance of wrinkles. I'm not really getting it for the purpose of wrinkles, but I think for me it's more for my hair and also a bit my skin. So with my skincare, I've recently started using tretinoin, and I feel like it makes your skin, it gets bad before it gets good. So I feel like I'm recovering. Like I had loads of breakouts using tretinoin. But yeah, so I'm going off on a tangent. But yeah, I got this mainly for my hair and skin. So I'm really excited to start using this. And I think I will, it's unflavoured, so you can put it inside like your breakfast, like porridge or coffee. So I'll probably end up putting it in my coffees because I don't always have breakfast. Like in a week I'll probably have breakfast like 2 or 3 times in a week. But yeah, I will definitely probably put this in my morning coffees. They actually do coffee creamers as well, but they didn't have the peptide one, so I'll see how this goes. But I think next month I'll probably order like a coffee creamer. And then I also got my eyebrow pencil nearly finished, so I just got another one, the Precise Brow, the Benefit Precise Brow. I'm in the shade 4, so I've got it before it finished. And I got these from the collagen and the eyebrow pencil. I got them from Look Fantastic, and I actually used my friend Brunel. She's got a code for Look Fantastic, so I'll also put her code in the bio. I can't remember how much I got off. I can't remember how much discount I got, but yeah, you get money off. So there's that. And also this is the package that I got the other day that I already started to open. So I got some stuff from Zara for Kimya mainly. I already opened the other box that had like my stuff in it. Yeah, am I the only one who, basically what I do is I buy a lot of my summer clothes in the January sales, and I've been doing that for years, and I just think it works for me anyway. And I don't tend to shop trend anyway, so I don't really get outfits that are trending. I tend to buy things that will still make sense, or classic pieces rather, that will still look nice in years to come. So I think that's why it works out for me, like getting like my summer clothes in the January sales, because the pieces I tend to look for and find are quite simple, quite like classic, and nothing too, more like muted tones like neutrals or whites and stuff like that. Occasional pops of colours, but yeah, I tend to get my summer clothes in the winter sale. So I've done the same for Kimya. So I didn't really get that much for Ellie, because Elikia, obviously she's got so many hand-me-downs from her sister, so I just didn't feel the need to buy her new clothes because she's got so many clothes from Kimya to wear. So, but I just needed to kind of do a new shop for Kimya because she needs new clothes. So I got her this jacket, which is so cute. I honestly can't remember how much. I think everything here I got on sale, to be honest. I can't remember how much I got it for, but the full price for this was like $27.99. I don't know how much I got it on sale, to be honest. Maybe it was 50% or 30% off. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was definitely on sale. Everything here is on sale. I also got this shirt for Ali. I did try to do like a summer shop for him, but I didn't find too many things left in his size. I just got him this nice, simple, plain shirt. And then I got Kimya this cute little denim skirt. And what I do is I try to buy her new clothes that are similar to the old clothes that she's grown out of, that Elikia is going to wear, so that they can somewhat be matching. So where their outfits aren't exactly the same, they'll still look really, really similar. And then I also got her like these ribbed flares, which I honestly think is going to be way too big for her because she's a petite babe, like she's in the 25th percentile. And yeah, this is aged 2 to 3 years. And I can already see this is going to be way too long for her. She kind of still wears like, she can even still wear like 18 months. And she's nearly 2.5. But Ellie, hold on one sec. I think she's climbed into her sister's cot and she's stuck now. Yeah, I don't know why she's fighting sleep. But I also got this kind of 2-piece set for Kimya. It's like this kind of peplum type top with like matching bottoms to go with it. Really, really cute. Just getting her spring summer wardrobe ready. And then I also got her this matching set. It's like this cute little top with matching ribbed polka dot flares. So cute. You've probably guessed like my favorite colors are like browns. I love like really like neutral tones, like the browns and the nudes. So I was happy to get that for my babes. And then I got these sent to me actually. So it's heart to heart. So I was sent this by the lovely Stephanie from Heart to Heart. It's it's like these couples cards, and do you know, I'm actually really happy because when she said I've already purchased them in like I think the second lockdown, so it was 2020. I remember Kimmy was still really small and I actually bought these and they were really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, that they helped Ali and I during like a very difficult season in our marriage. And why I like it is because there's like, for us anyway, there was questions, like the difficult questions to ask that needed honest answers, and I really felt like it helped. It did help in that season where, if I'm quite honest, we didn't really like each other. But yeah, it did really help, and I'm excited to use them again in the new season that we're in terms of our marriage. And yeah, so we actually lost, I can't find them. So when she said, oh, we were talking about them, and she said that she could send me another one, which I was really grateful for because I misplaced the ones that I'd actually bought before. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these cards, I'll show you, it's the Heart to Heart. What I'll do as well is I'll link the page. Sorry, I think it's got the glare in it. I'll link the page in I'll link the page in my description bar so you can check it out yourself. But I'm not gonna lie, they really, really helped Ali, and I'm gonna open it so I can kind of see, like, show you guys the kind of questions that they have. And I think it's especially nice, especially with Ali and I kind of have our, like, our Fridays are kind of like our date nights. So, well, not this Friday, he's going out tonight. But so let me just pick a random one and show you what they say, like, kind of idea. So it says, what impact, if any, does societal pressure have on our relationship? Moving forward, how can we best manage this pressure? I feel like these are new questions, you know, I don't remember. Hold on. This is really good. So another random card that I picked. Discuss any issues from your past that may be affecting your actions in our relationship. Another one, got one on sex, which is great. Obviously if you're married. Intimacy. So I guess sex, so I guess it kind of opens the floor to talk about sex, right, in your marriage. So if I say sex, then Ali or myself will have the liberty to discuss whatever you want to with regards to sex. So yeah, that's just an idea to my married folk. I have to specify that one. That I'm not even gonna lie, I do recommend these cards. Honestly, recommend them so much, especially as Valentine's Day is approaching. I highly, highly, highly recommend these cards. Like, really, really do. Let me find one more to read. Ooh, resentment. So again, it opens the floor. I'm not to say everybody has resentment in their marriage, but again, it opens the floor to really have honest conversations, maybe that you might be avoidant of within your relationship. I know that Ali and I have gone through times where we've been really, really avoidant. Kimia! This girl's really trying to fight this nap, and I'm not ready for her to let go, I'm not gonna lie. So she'll stay in her room with her sister until it's time to get up, because I can't deal. Yeah, she's trying to get up. Yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend these cards because I personally use them and they've worked for me. So I'm excited to use them again. I feel like some of the questions might be new though. But yes, what else? Ooh. Can I open this box as well? So this is not really new if I'm honest. So basically, Ali got me remember I said in one of my vlogs, I think my first vlog, that Ali got me some gear for like my camera and like content or whatever. So he bought me this, and the one I had is it's actually over there somewhere. The ring light, I never actually used the ring light. So he got it for me for Christmas. I'd never actually tried to use the ring light, and I wanted to use it yesterday when I was filming the chicken pie recipe, and it just was not turning on. So he contacted Amazon and they sent another one, which was really quick because I didn't think it'd get here that quickly. Was it yesterday? What day was it today? Thursday? No, it was on Wednesday. So what even is reality? What day is it today? Yeah, no, he contacted them on Wednesday and it's come by Friday. Yeah, so they just sent an exchange. So I do think it's good. It's what I use to film my like TikToks. Like anytime you see me bake, this is what I'm using to hold my phone up. But I'm gonna start to use the ring light soon because my old ring light broke. And then there's this from Amazon. So, Hair Love, because Kimia tore her other one, like she's absolutely torn it to pieces. But I think she's past that age where she's stopped tearing things. So Ali got her a new one, and he also bought her this book, God's Very Colourful Creation. She loves books so much, honestly. She really loves like books, and I can tell she's gonna love reading. And we do read quite a lot of Christian books at home. And yeah, Ali bought this one actually the other day, which I'm excited to start reading with her. So yeah, that's God's Very Colourful Creation. And then just a few other bits. I don't know what that is. I think Ali ordered that, a universal cleaning pen, I don't know. And then some magnets for the phone card holder. And then the last box is just a pair of shoes that I got from ASOS. Obviously my favourite colour is brown, and I don't have a brown pair of heels. So I just got this brown pair of heels, which I think are quite nice. They're not too high. I'm not really a heel babe, you know. I really love like trainers and a nice cute pair of flats or loafers, but I don't know, I'm not really a heel babe like that. I used to when I was in uni, and then I bust my knee because I always used to wear really high stilettos to the dancery. But yeah, we thank God for grace. But yeah, I definitely injured my knee back in, to the point I had to start going for physio. But yeah, so I'm not really a heel babe anymore, but I do need a brown pair of heels, and I think these are quite cute. They're from Simi, London, from ASOS, and yeah, I think they're quite cute. So that is that, and that is the end of my unboxing. So I'm going to probably set up my coffee maker now, so it'll be ready for tomorrow morning's coffees. I think the thing that I've been most excited for, if I'm honest, is my coffee maker and my collagen. Yeah, the coffee maker and the collagen, those are the ones that I've really like been excited to start, because one, I love coffee, and two, like I need my hair to behave. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, this smells so nice. yeah, let me go and put my coffee maker together and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. If you're still watching at this point, you are the real MVP, because yeah. Good evening. Yeah, it's been such a long day. I baked a fairy cake, not fairy cake, you know, the school dinner cake, the sprinkle cake. Baked that tonight. Just had a shower, doing my skincare, and I am ready for bed. Ali's not at home. He went out tonight to one of his friends' houses for like a boys' night in type thing, so he'll be home really late. And the girls and I are going to be up early tomorrow for we've got like a play date at a museum in, I think it's in Forest Hill somewhere. Yeah, it's meant to be really nice, so we're going there tomorrow. I'm just so tired, and yeah, gonna be up early tomorrow. But hopefully after we get home tomorrow in the afternoon, I can't even chill because I've got to edit my days. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Sunday after church I'll just sleep. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. Hope you guys have enjoyed kind of spending a bit of time with me this week. I feel like I'm so tired. I'm like a bit like disoriented, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so tired. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now because I feel like I'm so tired. I'm a bit like out of it. Anyway, have a great weekend, or I hope you had a great weekend, as I'll be putting this out on Sunday. Yeah, I hope you had a great weekend, and I look forward to see you. Hey, look at you, see English. I look forward to seeing you in next week's vlog. So yeah, good night, because I'm so tired. Let me just go to bed.